I'm just not liking how this is turning out. I don't know where this is gonna go. What is up, you guys? My name is Breyonna, and today we are going to be doing things a little bit different on my channel. And if you're not new to my channel, you're probably really used to me starting off my videos with like a full face of glam, but we gotta do things different because we are going to be doing the Scrunchies Pick My Makeup Challenge, and as you can see, my box is overflowing right here. And why I want to do this channel is I'm getting real bored with doing my makeup and just coming up with color combinations, and it just seems like everything is kind of turning out the exact same. So I thought it'd be really fun if we did this, and I just want to like spice things up a little bit without having to buy a new eyeshadow palette. But before we jump into this video, I would really appreciate if you hit that subscribe button down below and gave this video a like. And also, if you'd like to check me out on Instagram, my Instagram account is @lethal_kitten. So before we do this challenge though, there are a couple of rules we do have to follow, and the first one being we have to pick 5 scrunchies at random from this box right here. And I think I have about 70 if not 80 scrunchies in this box, so I have a lot to choose from. And also, when you are selecting your colors, you can't just grab a different one. You have to go with the ones that you get, because otherwise what's the point in doing this challenge? And also, when you are picking your colors and you're using them, you have to use the color that is closest to your scrunchie. So like here is a blue scrunchie, and I can't pick like a royal blue or like a pastel blue like this one. I have to find an eyeshadow color that is similar to the one that I picked. So let's get to picking, and I gotta say the only shades I don't want to get are neutrals. I know everybody's probably like, I at least want one, but for me, I want to get the weirdest color combination that I can get. Like that is my goal right now. So I am gonna like mix these up a little bit because I want to make sure I'm not grabbing like the top, because I did see the colors that we had on there. But the first one that we are going to be grabbing is this one, which is, ooh, that's a really pretty blue. It's like a royal blue. So let's go for option number 2, and what's really convenient is I can like put them on my wrist. Oh, we got like a brighter blue? Oh, that's really pretty too. I love that one. That's like a true blue in a way. So let's get option number 3. Let's go with this one, which is a purple. It's like I'm not getting anything like weird yet, and I want something really different. So the next one that I'm going to be grabbing is this one. Ooh, that one's really cool. It's like a really bright fluorescent, like orangey shade. And then the last one that we are going to be grabbing is, I want to grab like a silky one. I haven't grabbed one of those yet. Ooh, that's like a sage green. Like that's not going to go well with these. You know, overall though, I'm actually really excited about the colors that we got, because some of them go together and others are just kind of like a little bit of a curveball and will also give me a challenge. Because I mean, you look at it, like the blues obviously go together, and I like that we have a really dark one and a light one. And then also this purple will go really well with them. But then you start looking at the other ones, like a sage green, like that doesn't make any sense. And then also like this curveball of like that brighter orange. I mean, I think it would look cool with like the purple and the blue. Like these ones together look really cool, but with the sage green, like it just doesn't make sense. So I am really up for this challenge, and I cannot wait to see like the look that we get with it. So before we jump into doing the look, the first thing that I'm going to be doing is priming my eyelids using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Eye Primer. So the first palette that we are going to be going in with to match the sage green is Subculture from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and the closest shade that I could find is this one right here called Destiny, and I've actually never used this palette before, so I'm really excited to try it out. And then using this little Real Techniques Essential Crease Brush, I'm going to be popping this right in the crease of the inner third of my eye. And then I'm just doing these little circular motions to blend that upwards towards my brow. And also, like, you guys have no idea like how hard it was to find a sage green. Like, I have a lot of eyeshadow palettes, but the only one that even had relatively similar was this one, or at least So Jaded palette from ColourPop. But I feel like this one had like the better undertone, and that's why I picked this one. But like, there's like no sage colored eyeshadows. Like, why? Because I mean, like, look at that. That is like a really cool color. So the closest shade that I could find to this really pretty mid-tone blue, which, oh my gosh, like I love this shade of blue. It is one of my all-time favorite colors, is this beautiful, really bright blue in the Norvina Pro Pigment Palette Volume 2, and this one is called C2. And then using this Sigma E35, I'm going to be applying C2 right in the crease of the center third of my eye, so I'm going right next to that sage green that we just applied. And then I'm just doing these like little circular motions to blend that upwards towards my brow, and I'm also slightly overlapping it with that sage color. I gotta say, I don't know if I like those two colors next to each other, but I guess at this point we're just gonna have to roll with it. And that is one thing I'm kind of fearing about doing this, is that my makeup look is gonna turn real ugly and I won't be able to fix it at the end, because that orange is gonna really throw me off, I feel. I'm just not liking how this is turning out. I don't know where this is gonna go. So once you have that applied and blended out, the next color that we are going to be going in with is that really gorgeous royal blue. I love this scrunchie, and actually every time I wear this one, Mark is like, ooh, that one looks really good. But the palette that I found that has the closest shade is this one right here, which is one of my all-time favorites. This is the Norvina Pro Pigment Palette Volume 1. Like seriously, this is at least my top 3, if not my top 2. And the shade that we are going to be going in with is this really dark blue in the palette. And then using a different Sigma E35, I am going to be packing this D4 shade right in my outer V. And then I'm also kind of bringing it in my crease in that outer third. And when I'm using this shade though too, I am like winging it out a little bit because we are going to be doing a fairly dramatic eye today. But girl, I don't know how I'm liking this right now. Like this is kind of looking like shit. Not gonna lie, I am not vibing with it. So after applying that shade, as you can see, we have Harsh Line City, which is not what we are looking for. I mean, like, look at all those harsh lines. Oh, they are terrible, and we need to get rid of them as soon as possible. So what I'm going to do is take a little bit more of that brighter shade, that bright blue that we used on the Norvina Pro Pigment Palette Volume 2. And I'm actually going to reapply it right in the center because it was looking a little light, and we want things a little bit more poppin'. So once you did that, now I'm just going to take that brush that we applied that deeper blue with, and I'm just going to do this back and forth motion between that dark blue and the light blue to help blend the two colors together. And I'm going back and forth with no additional product on my brush. And I'm just going to go back in with that brush that we used to apply that light blue just a second ago, and I'm doing the exact same thing. So I'm taking that light blue and overlapping it with the dark blue. Now I'm just going to take that brush that we had the lighter blue on and overlap it with that sage green. Right between the two colors, doing these back and forth motions again. I feel at this point we've used all of the safe colors, but I don't know how we're going to incorporate these two, especially the orange. The orange is the one that is really throwing me off because it's like a neon orange, and also it doesn't go with the sage green, it doesn't go with the blue, and it also doesn't go with the purple. So I don't know what we're going to do with it, and I don't want to be one of those people that cops this out and puts it underneath the lower lash line to call it a day, because I mean, like, what's fun in that? And I don't know what I'm going to do with this. But off camera, I'm just going to quickly cut my crease, and then I'll be right back, and then we're going to do the lid. So here's where I'm at right now after cutting the crease, and the base is 100% dry, so now we can start working on the lid. And as you can see from cutting that crease, I got this really ugly harsh line. It is not cute. We need to get rid of it. So what I'm going to do is take that deeper blue from the Norvina Pro Pigment Palette Volume 1 on this little shader brush from Real Techniques. And what I'm going to do is take this little brush and pack the shit out of that color right on that harsh line to get rid of it because I am not feeling it. And again, when I'm doing this, I'm like pressing it in. Do you see what I mean? It went away, which is perfect. And then once you have that color on, I'm just going to start flicking it inwards to help blend it. And if it's not perfect, don't worry about it because we are going to be applying some other colors there in a minute. That dark blue packed in the outer V looks so weird. Like, I don't know. I just don't vibe with it, but we're going to fix it in a second. And the next color that we're going to be using is, of course, the purple. And I guess I would call it a grape purple. And the color that I have found very similar is out of the Norvina Pro Pigment Palette again. And it's this one right here called A2. And then using this little flat shader brush, I am going to be packing it right next to that blue. And I'm only going maybe like another fourth of the way because I don't want to bring it in too far because I do want to keep this portion a little bit lighter since it's pretty dark right now. But like, oh my gosh, like that is so pigmented. Like, I love this palette. I use it all the time. Like, if you love these types of colors in this one, I definitely recommend checking it out. And then I'm also just going to take whatever's left on that brush that we applied the purple with and slightly overlap it with that deep blue to blend the two colors together. Since we have a really dark smoky eye going on, I do want to keep the other portion of the lid really light in tone, so what I'm going to do is set it with this matte white shade in the palette called C1. And then just using another flat shader brush, I'm just going to be packing it anywhere that base is still showing, and then slightly overlapping it with that purple. Okay, so hear me out on this, but I think to incorporate the orange, I want to include it in like a really heavy wing liner. I think that would look so cool next to the blue and the purple that we have going on. But I will say, I don't know exactly how to go about this because I've seen people do so many different methods of this. You know, some people, they take like makeup remover and then they wipe off what they have going on where they would put the liner and then they go with their eye base and then they go on top of that with shadow. And that just seems like a lot of work. And then the other people I've seen, they just go in with a gel liner that's a color. I've seen other people that go just right in with their eye primer. So I don't know which is the best method, but I'm just gonna go in with my eye primer first, and if we don't like it, we can just remove it. So I'm just taking that ABH eye primer on this little swing brush from Anastasia, and I'm just gonna do a wing liner. I can see why I don't do wing liner that much, because oh my gosh, it literally took me so long to do it. And not to mention, I couldn't get them even for the life of me. Like this eye over here, oh, it just gave me problems. But now we're gonna go in with this really pretty yellowy orange shade. Like literally this color is so cool. And what I'm going to do is go back into that Norvina Pro Pigment Palette Volume 2, and I'm gonna mix this yellow right here with the orange. So using this ABH 3 brush, I'm going to go in with a little bit of the yellow, kind of like a little couple dabs, and then I'm going to go one dab into the orange, and then back into the yellow, and then back into the orange. Since I can't find a little angled brush, I guess this is what we're going to be using, and I'm just going to be packing it on right on top of that liner. I don't know what to think of this. This might have been a bad move. I'm not 100% sure, but I guess at this point we have to commit to it. I really hope like once I get some lashes on and maybe like a little thin black line like right here, that'll look a little bit better, but like right now, not my favorite. So here's am I right now with the look, and I gotta say I actually really enjoy how it's turning out. Like at first I didn't think I was gonna like the orange liner, but once I got it on both sides and kind of like finished it up, I actually really enjoy how it looks, and I love it next to that dark blue. I think it looks so cool. But off camera, I'm just gonna quickly clean things up a little bit as well as apply my complexion products, and then I'll be right back. So here's am I right now after applying my complexion products, and oh my gosh, literally I am obsessed with this look, and also the orange liner, like I cannot get enough of it. I want to do more orange liner, like it literally looks so cool. But now we're going to start working on the lower lash line because things are looking real top heavy right now, and I want a little bit more balance with this look. So what I'm going to do is go in with the Norvina Pro Pigment Palette Volume 2, which is such a title for a palette, but I'm going to go into that blue that we used earlier called C2. And then using this teeny tiny little blending brush from Morphe, I'm going to be popping this right underneath my lower lash line, doing back and forth motions. I'm not too sure like what the exact name of this brush is, but it launched with their holiday eye set back in like November of last year. And once you smoke down that lower lash line, now we can do my absolute favorite part, which is the inner corner highlight. And come on girl, like if you thought we weren't gonna do an inner corner highlight today, you were wrong, because on my channel we have to have something really blinding. And instead of going in with those palettes, I'm actually gonna use my highlighter today, and this one is from Benefit and it's called Cookie. Seriously, this highlight is so blinding. Like if you're looking for a really awesome highlight, I definitely recommend checking this one out. And then using this Mona Brush's Pencil Brush Dampen, I'm going to be packing the shit out of this into my inner corner. I feel like if you don't pack your inner corner, is it really blinding? You know what I mean? And I feel like you guys are on my same page now about this, because let's be honest, like a lot of people don't appreciate the inner corner highlight, and I don't understand why, because they literally can completely transform a look and make it like extra awesome. I mean, like look at that. It literally changes it completely. But yeah, so here's the finished look after doing this challenge, and oh my gosh, literally I am so obsessed with how this turned out. I love the colors that we used, I love the placement, and just the overall vibe. Like it has such a cool look to it. And I mean, just think about it though. We just picked some scrunchies out of a box, these ones right here, and we have them on our eyes right now. And that's how we got our inspiration. I don't know, I had a lot of fun doing this. And if you're like me and you've been really bored with your makeup lately and you just need some more inspiration and you just want to like spice things up a little bit, I definitely recommend trying out this challenge because it's really easy and it's also really fun. So after doing this challenge, I'm just so inspired to try out different colored eyeliners, because that is one of the things I'm just not really into doing. I don't know if you're like this too, but I just don't do colored liner, and like when I do, it's always like the lower lash line. I never do it as like a wing, and it's just really inspiring me to try and do different things that I'm normally not used to doing, because I just love how it looks, and I could definitely see myself, you know, even doing like a red or even like a pastel baby blue. Like that would look so cool too. And also, after doing this challenge, it makes me want to try out more looks using sage green, because I don't think you guys realize how hard it was for me to find one in my collection. I would have never imagined that I didn't really have a sage green. Like, I had to go through at least 50 palettes trying to find one, because they were either too brown or they were like too bright in a way. Like, they didn't have like this really cool undertone to them. So it actually kind of makes me want to play around more with this color, because I love the cool kind of vibe that it has. And I feel like this would pair really well with like an icy blue and maybe even like a deeper gray. I don't know, I think that'd be an awesome eye look. But yeah, so in the comments down below, let me know what you think about this look. And also, if you do this challenge, take me over on Instagram with what you create, because I would love to see it. But as always though, I would really appreciate if you hit that subscribe button down below and give this video a like. And also, if you'd like to check me out on Instagram, my Instagram account is @lethal_kid. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!